8B? Where's 8B? Right there. Yeah, I woke up this morning. Bro. Still working on this a little bit. I feel like I'm adding too much to it. I'm just ruining it, but I'm gonna work over here on this.
Oh, finally somebody here. Hold on. Let me show you. Oh, and they leave. Okay. This is my drawing. Working on. Anybody have anything to say? Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'll tell you something today about um about how bad you smell. You know, just brush your teeth. Some mouthwash. I think you need it. Kind of stink, you know. When I try to talk to you people sometimes, you get in my face and I smell your breath. I'm like, need some mouthwash, but it's okay. You know, I ain't judging you, but you stink. So, yeah. Womp womp. Welcome. So I'm gonna tell you guys something today about your breath stinks and you need some mouthwash and you need a floss because every time I try to talk to you, I get a whiff and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna head out because I can't be smelling that. And I told you, I was like, you know, it's hard to smell you. So how am I gonna talk to you if it's hard to smell you? And then you was like, oh my bad. I don't brush my teeth. My friend was like, I don't brush my teeth. It's bad for you. I'm like, I never heard that in my life. Brushing your teeth is bad for you. And he wonders why I don't hang out with him that much. I'm like, your breath stinks. I tried to give him some stuff. I was like, here's some toothpaste, you know. was like, man, you really need to brush your teeth. He's like, I don't brush my teeth. I'm like, it's wild. I had another friend, he's like, I don't use deodorant, he said. And I was like, you don't use deodorant? I'm like, no, you should use deodorant. And then I was like, yeah, you really should, you know. And then my other friend was trying to sell him some deodorant, some cologne. I was like, yeah, you have to go ahead and get some of that cologne, you know, you really stinking. Then he didn't buy any, and I was just like, okay, um, yeah, I think I went out and got some new cologne that day. I was like, okay, I think he's on to something, cause my friend over there was really stinking. I was like, you smell really bad. I'm like, okay, go now. Hey, what's up? What's up? So I got another story for you. One of my friends, man, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go hang out today. And he's like, where you wanna go? I'm like, what do you mean? I wanna go here. And he's like, yeah, but where you wanna go? I'm like, I already told you where I wanna go. Let's go. And then he starts walking around, doing other stuff, you know, grabbing some water, getting something to eat. And he asked me again. He's like, so where you wanna go? I'm like, if you ask me that one more time, I'm gonna just get up and leave. He's like, yeah, but where are you gonna go? And I'm like, oh my god, I can't hang out with you anymore. He's like, yeah, but you know, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And I'm like, I want to do this. I want to go here. And he's like, but where you want to go? I'm like, I see where this is going. And then, yeah, kept asking me the same thing. I was like, all right, where do you want to go? And he's like, I don't know. Says I don't know, and then he like 5 minutes later he started suggesting things. And the funny thing was he kept saying the same thing I was saying. He kept saying he wanted to go to the same place I wanted to go, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna head out. I want some pizza, so I went and got some pizza, and then I came back. He was like, yeah. So where you want to go? I'm like, you ask me that one more time, I'm gonna slap you. And then he's like, well, I'm gonna get ready. I'm like, did you brush your teeth today? He's like, I don't brush my teeth. And I'm like, oh man, so you wanna go somewhere and you don't brush your teeth? I see why you keep asking me over and over again instead of actually going to where I wanna go, because I don't think you wanna actually go, because your breath stinks. So that's the story. Hey, so I got another story for ya. Welcome to the show. Alright, I got one for you. So I was walking around with my friend and I was like, hey, look at that girl over there. Why don't you go talk to her? And he's like pushing me over to her. He's like, you go talk to her. You go talk to her. And earlier before he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the cutest girl I see. He sees a cute girl. He doesn't talk to her. He makes me go talk to her. So I went up to the girl and I was like, hey, my friend thinks you cute. And she like, I got a boyfriend. I'm like, this ain't for me, shorty. It's for my friend. She's like, what your friend look like? Well, I'm like, well, just for starters, he doesn't brush his teeth. So there's a heads up there. And she looked at me all weird. And I was like, well, that's typical, you know. Someone told me they ain't brushed their teeth. I look at them weird too. So I went up to my friend. He was like, what did she say? I was like, she said you should brush your teeth. And she well, welcome to the retro show. You know, I got another story for y'all. Whoever's listening out there, shout out to that guy, to that stud out there. That stud that's listening, that's watching and listening. You that stud, you that guy. Welcome to the show. I got a story time for you today. So I was with my friend, right? I was like, hey, let's go to the grocery store. You know, there's some girls there we can talk to. He's like, yeah, let's go to the grocery store. I'm gonna talk to all the girls. This guy thought he was Mr. Confident that day. He's like, hey, did you brush your teeth? He's like, no. I'm like, how'd you go to the gym today, but you ain't brush your teeth? What kind of madness is this? He's like, if I brush my teeth, they're gonna get weaker. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna get weaker. I think they're just gonna get stinkier. So I was like, okay. I bring him to the grocery store and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get you some toothpaste. He's like, I don't want toothpaste. I'm like, you need toothpaste. So he's like, I don't need toothpaste. So we go into the store. I was like, hey, there's a cute girl right there. I'm like, why don't you go talk to her? You're Mr. Man today, right? He's like, yeah. But he's like, you go talk to her. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go talk to her. I walk up. I'm like, hey, my friend don't brush his teeth. She's like, oh man, you should get him toothpaste. I'm like, that's why I'm here. And I was like, you know where the toothpaste at? She's like, no. Well, my number's right here, I said. So I got a number. And I went back to my friend. He was like, what'd she say? I was like, she said, you should brush your teeth. And he started laughing. I'm like, this is a recurrent theme right here. You should brush your teeth, man. Then I says, So, I got your girl's number. Here you go. You should text her. He goes and texts her. He's like, hey, I'm the guy that don't brush his teeth. And she said, ew, get away from me. And then I was like, see, I told you, bro. You should brush your teeth. He's like, nah, bro. I ain't gotta brush my teeth. I was like, yeah, you do. And then the story goes, I come back to his house. I'm like, hey, I got you some toothpaste. He's like, where'd you get that? The store. Yo, what's up, Peter? Yo, Peter, I got something to show you. What, you can't hear me or something? Nah, Peter, you have to send me some money, Peter. Give me some money, Peter. I need some of your money, Peter. So I could cut my hair, Peter. Try. You like it, Peter? Still working on it, bro. Hey, Peter, I got a story for you, Peter. So, I had a friend named Peter once, and he had this girlfriend, and I was sitting in my friend's room, the other friend's room, and Peter's girlfriend walks in. She lays on the bed. She ain't see me there. All of a sudden, I get up. I'm like, "Whoa, what's up, shorty?" And then I didn't know it was Peter's girlfriend. And she looks at me. We just like lock eyes for a second. There's a thing going on there, and I was like, I'ma just go. Peter's my boy. And she's like, all right. So I dip. I go downstairs. I see Peter. I say, hey, Peter, you left your woman upstairs. He goes, what do you mean by that? I'm like, I mean, you left your woman up there, and she was in a bed with another man. He gets all pissed off. He's ready to go up the stairs, go see what's up. He's like, "Who are you talking about? Who was it?" I'm like, "It was me." He's like, "Oh." He started laughing. I'm like, "I know, Peter. You left your girlfriend up there for me. I had a choice. It was take your girl or come back down here and say, 'What's up, Peter?'" So I said, "What's up, Peter?" I was like, "Yo, Peter, go get your girl." So he went and got his girl, and yeah, that's what happened, Peter. Better watch your girl, Peter, cause you want me to tell it again, Peter? You want me to say it again, Tia? Nah, I'm a little tired right now. I don't want to tell the story again, but yeah, can you say it in a more specific way? A more easier way to. Man, Peter, you might be a low IQ if you didn't understand my story. You might want to do a crossword puzzle or something, Peter. You can always rewatch it. Listen again, Peter. Here, I got a story for you then. Let me think. I know I'm not. I'm really not. Definitely not. Just trying to keep asking. Maybe it'll work. I made a LinkedIn for it. Trying to do it still. At least I got the LinkedIn for it. I'm working on it. I might post this on the LinkedIn. I don't know. I'm gonna um I'm gonna try to paint over this. Maybe. yeah, I'm gonna still try, you know. I'm try doing that. Oh, thanks. You know, I understand why they wouldn't hire me, is because stuff I do make is kind of stupid looking. It's kind of like I'm kind of like a poser. I copy a lot, and not really good yet. Not that good, but you know, like I gotta just keep trying. Maybe like when I'm in my like 40s, 30s, maybe. I'm really young right now, so I don't expect to be good at anything yet. So maybe when I'm in like my 40s, I'll like have something that actually show it's actually good. It's not garbage. But like most of the stuff that I do is kind of garbage right now. Thanks. Those are nice words, but you know, that's not how it works. You know, gotta be actually good. I don't think I'm good at all. I know I'm trash. Like I know if somebody serious actually looked at it, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's not that great." You know, it's all right. I mean, yeah. The shading's great, but I didn't really put it in the right spots. That's one problem that I have. I don't know where to shade really. And like it's still like more I'm working on it, yeah. Little doodles. That's the one job I do want. I would never leave. But yeah.